welcome back to Moonlit Perspectives, episode 5. It's Corey, your boy, over here.
Mike back on the mic. Episode 5, man.
And we made it this far.
Hey,
somehow,
sir.
huh?
Episode 5. I mean, I feel like we're going to keep things the way we like it here in a bit, so we're going to be adding new things. But
I know you might have noticed Mike has a new chair. I don't know, kind of fits the vibe a little bit more, and he says it's a little bit more comfortable too.
Makes me feel like I'm in therapy, bro. You know, just let me talk to you about my problems, Corey. I'm just kidding. But I mean, it's getting there. I mean, I'm liking the way things are turning out. I mean, no shout outs this week, but shout outs to everyone tuning in. You
Well,
this
we
far?
can just give shout outs to everybody that's been watching so far and left comments and leaving the feedback. Everything's helpful. I know our audio kind of sucked last week, so we took steps right away to try to fix that for you all.
Yeah,
so.
we did a couple audio checks before we got on the mics. That's why you see Corey there holding the mic a little bit closer.
For now, yeah. This is how I'll be rocking it for a minute, so at least we know it'll sound good this way.
Yeah, and then I think eventually we're going to get some of those arm...
Yeah, one of those adjustable arms, so I can just, have
that
it held right there for me.
That way we won't be holding it with our hands.
One step at a time, though.
One step at a time, bro. I mean...
Yeah, so what's been going on since last week, dude?
Bro, it's been fucking hot outside, man.
Oh, it's been hotter than a witch's tit. I get that.
Dude, that shit's killing me, bro. That shit makes me feel like exhausted, just like, and I know I'm not in the outside, like, some of y'all people might be out there.
Oh, you work outside though, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
so
you work outside more than I do. I sit in the air conditioned office all day. So.
Yeah, I know some people be like, oh well, you might be working in the office. I mean, yeah, but I sometimes it hurts my ass, when it's hot. But dude, like the heat, bro, it's been crazy. You remember on the episode of when I was in Washington, how we were talking about those fires up in Canada?
Yeah. Dude, I haven't really heard much since then, honestly.
Dude, I did a little bit more research, and I was actually on my work computer, and there's like a little news article that came out where it's talking about the Canadian fires and shit, bro. Mm-hmm. Dude, there's over like 800 wildfires right now in just Canada, and there's only been 200 that have been controlled, and all the rest, I don't know how many.
Tell me there's 75% of the fires out there just...
Yeah, dude, just going fucking wild, thing, bro. Huh? Yeah, and it's crazy because I didn't know that Canada was like the second largest country, in
Canada is pretty massive. You can't really tell just looking at the map, but it's huge.
Dude, that's crazy. And I didn't even know that. And then another crazy thing about it is that it's mostly forest. So I think apparently there's been a lot of lightning strikes up in the area, and so a lot of those forests, bro, like they're remote. Like there's no like roads. Yeah, there's no roads around there, so it's kind of difficult for them to fight those fires.
Sometimes when the forests burn down, they'll come back greener and nicer eventually. It's just the way nature does stuff, right? But
yeah, man, and apparently like there's like 17 states in the U.S. that see like smoke from Canada, bro. So like they put up like a lot of warnings for like the air quality and stuff.
Everybody, put your mask back on.
No, man, and if you like getting choked out, there's another way you can get choked out by the smoke. So if you want to get choked out, there's a way with smoke. But yeah, man, it's crazy, and they don't know when it's gonna stop. They don't know.
It's gonna stop whenever they put it out, or
and
it goes out by itself.
Yeah, dude, they have no idea, and it's so dry. These past couple of months have been freaking hot. Mm-hmm. Triple digits, bro. Like we barely saw 99 when
we had like a record high for July the other day.
Yeah, bro,
like 111. That's just
crazy, man. I don't know, and it seems like every year just gets hotter and harder, bro. Do you think global warming has something to do with it? Like what humans do?
They've been warning us about that for quite a while, but who's to actually say?
That's true. I mean, I got proof for it, so I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But I mean, it's what they are saying is that the ocean is heating up too, man. So we might see a lot more crazy stuff happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know, and actually it hit close to home. There's a few lightning strikes in Deming like 2 weeks ago, bro, on the Florida mountains.
Oh, shoot.
Dude, I saw that on, I think some people posted it up on Facebook or some Snapchat stories. Yeah. It was crazy because there was smoke coming out of the Florida mountains when I got there on 2 Sundays ago. Or I think it was last Sunday. I'm not too sure. I have terrible memory, right, guys? If you guys have not noticed yet, but there was smoke whenever I was driving up to that thing, dude. Like you can, like it's crazy because just thinking how much lightning can destroy stuff, bro. Like just.
Yeah, it's nature for you.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy because it happens, all around us, and sometimes you're just like, you don't know what can happen, like lightning doesn't strike twice, but it can fuck you up pretty damn hard.
Yeah, that's that saying. I've heard that before. I forgot about that one.
You forgot about that one? You never heard that one? Your friend just don't talk about lightning a whole lot.
I know the first part, about lightning not really striking twice in the same place, but the part about really messing you up, they always leave that out. I didn't know it actually hurt you at all. I thought it was just a pleasant experience.
I mean, you never know. I mean, there's some people that have been struck by lightning, bro, and just been fucked up. I wonder what it feels like. What do you?
It feels like you get shocked, but probably just a lot worse, right?
You think it feels like you ever had those gums where you pull out the magnet shit, you get stripped?
That times 20 million? Yeah, maybe.
Oh goodness, bro. Oh man, but I just feel like this summer's been crazy with all this heat, bro. It's just fucking. There's no. I mean, honestly, I prefer fall. The fall is better for me than the summer.
There's some good things in summer though.
Yeah.
Beaches, swimming in the summer. We did have summer league, NBA. We got there's a lot of stuff going on in the summer.
Yeah, man. And then since you were talking about swimming, we did go out for a swim yesterday. Remember with the boys?
All the homies out there swimming, playing cornhole, drinking a little bit. That was a good time. I didn't get sunburned this time,
bro. So I was working on my backflip.
Working on his backflip. And what'd you say this morning? How sore were you?
Dying, man. Dude, I somehow, bro, I hurt my thumb. I don't know what you be doing with my thumb, but be careful with that, man. I don't know.
We'll leave that.
We'll leave that as it is.
But so Summer
League.
Anyway, Summer League. Yeah. So I was watching some Summer League games.
So what is the Summer League, Corey? Because I didn't even know about it until you guys brought it up to my attention.
Basically, it's like all the young players, all the inexperienced players are just thrown in and just given a chance to show what they can do, and you play at a professional pace.
What sport is this though?
This is basketball, NBA.
Basketball.
NBA,
all right.
Though I mean, they have similar stuff in most other professional sports leagues.
It's kind of like off season, right? In a way.
Yeah, off season like scrimmages and stuff like that, basically.
And is there like an actual title for it?
There's a Summer League championship.
Is that like an actual championship?
Well, it doesn't really count for anything, but I'm pretty sure.
Hey, here's the championship. Doesn't matter, just fucking give it all you can. But
I mean, it doesn't actually matter who won. I don't remember anyway. I think
Utah
was playing.
Hey, bro, I got 15.
Detroit or something. I don't know.
Hey, bro, I got 15 Summer League titles. What you got, huh?
Only I've only seen people play up to like their third year maybe in the Summer League. After that, you'd just it's for younger players. You know what I mean? But it was cool. You get to see the top draft picks from that year if they're healthy and they're playing. Like the number 1 pick, Victor Wembanyama. We saw him play a little bit before they shut him down.
Oh, okay. I remember. Games. I remember that guy. We were watching at B's house, right?
Yeah. We were watching the game where number 1, him, and number 2 were playing each other.
Oh, dude. If it's that one scrawny kid that's tall, what'd you say his name was?
How
you say his
name?
Wembanyama?
Yeah.
Yama? Anyways, that guy, right? Like you guys told me that he was like I don't know too much about basketball, right? But I do watch the finals and everything, and from what I saw from that kid, he has some stuff to work on,
Yeah, you said he got to grow.
Bro, like
he's young.
That boy's tall as fuck. How much further you gotta grow? Oh, he's gotta grow. Right, man. Nah, but
those grown men in the NBA would just push him around.
Dude, how old is he? He's 19, right?
He's like 19.
He's 19, so I mean that makes sense. I mean he did look a bit inexperienced with I mean, I can't talk shit.
He has been playing professionally since he was like 15 or 16.
I mean, I can't say much because I'm better with my feet and than when I am with my hands. We saw it. Yeah, and my little toes,
Yeah, that's a foreshadowing for later. Remember that.
Dude, and I mean, we saw it yesterday with the cornhole and with the water ball basketball, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, I do kind of think that. I was a little bit tipsy, but anyways, but this kid, like I saw him, and I mean, I feel like you said, he's got to grow a little bit more because, I mean, he's a little bit scrawnier and just getting like that game that we saw, he's getting pushed a lot, quite a few.
Honestly, I've never been sold on him. Like the hype is what it is. Yeah, he's 7'5", but I've seen a ton of 7'5" people go in and just
sometimes size doesn't matter. Okay.
Honest though, like if I had to pick like my most overrated draft pick, just because like everybody's hyping him up like that, it's probably him.
Yeah.
He's just way too overhyped.
And I think it's crazy because they're like, oh yeah, this guy is gonna be like the greatest, and then just like
he's the
dog
greatest
water
of all time. You've never seen anybody like him before. Okay, well let's see what he can do first. Dude, like what the heck?
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea to have these summer leagues because then you can put your draft picks on, see if they're dog water or not, so it's like
I wouldn't put too much stock in the summer league. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. It's just giving them some runs and get up to pace, and then when they start the preseason, they'll have actual preseason games. That picks up a little bit more than summer league. Then they get into the real seasons even faster than that. You know what I mean?
So I know we're talking about basketball here. What's your favorite basketball team?
I do have a favorite basketball team. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say I have some stuff on the wall, but it's on the opposite side. You guys can't see it. I have been a Thunder fan since they were in Seattle when they drafted Kevin Durant when they moved to Oklahoma.
Oh, they're in Seattle.
It was the 10-11 season.
Wait,
they went from they were the Seattle Sonics, moved to Oklahoma City, and now they're the Thunder. They've been there since then. They drafted Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. All three of those have been MVPs. They drafted them consecutively, basically.
Wait, so what was their name before? They were the Oakland.
No, they were the Sonics before the Super Sonics.
Dude, I think that name is much better than
most NBA fans think that Seattle should still have an NBA team because the Sonics fan base is just like still super crazy.
Yeah, that's what it. Didn't have like a crazy rivalry with some teams. So, right?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't really watch a whole lot of Seattle before.
Oh, okay.
Not that I really know. I mean, they had some good players, but they were never anything like super crazy. Like their best player was probably like Sean Kemp, maybe before they drafted Kevin Durant and moved.
Shit. Well, I mean, I really don't watch basketball too much, but we do watch the finals, right? So like whenever I think that's my general thing with sports is like, unless it's soccer, right, or football, but FIFA. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit here in a bit. But like overall, like basketball, football. For basketball, I think the team that I would follow, and the other reason why I would follow them is probably like the Chicago Bulls because of my mom. She was born in Chicago, man. And that was crazy when I found that out. I was like, "You born in Chicago? Huh, dude, in the back all the way down here to boring old freaking damning, man." And I guess one of the reasons why they moved was because it's so damn cold over there, So they came back to over here down south, but that's
too damn hot.
Yeah, now it's too damn fucking hot, And speaking of hot, bro, like, I mean, that's the only reason why I would like the Chicago Bulls, But I really don't watch them. I don't watch their games all season because there's too many fucking games, bro. Right, in basketball? How many games does it play a season?
They've shortened the season down since it used to be 82. I think it's down to like
82 games, bro.
Something like that.
And honestly, I would like to go.
But if you can compare it to baseball, Major League Baseball,
shit,
they have hundreds of games.
That's insane.
Over the course of the season.
And I mean,
but NFL, they have one a week. They only have
and it's a little bit shorter, right?
Games?
NFL is a little bit shorter.
That's 16 weeks. It's just most of the other leagues they'll have multiple games throughout the week, stuff like that. NFL is just once a week, and sometimes they have bye weeks too.
Oh,
okay. You know what I mean? So.
I was gonna say something about basketball, but I probably watched the finals for basketball.
Well, you know who was in the finals? Miami Heat. And that reminds me of Miami. You know what just happened to Miami?
Miami, bro. Woo! Miami beat. All right. So we I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but the GOAT for football, soccer. Some people might debate against him.
You're talking about Mbappe?
Nah, you gotta be bad. All right, he'll be there, bro. He will be there. All right, don't get me wrong.
Hold on, before you say about while we're still talking about Mbappe, didn't they just say recently that he may not play this season because
they're trying to sell him?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
Have basically like the best player in the world, or one of the best players in the world right now, and just he's holding out because y'all are doing some dumb stuff.
I don't know, man. I feel like Mbappe, he needs to get the team that he's on right now, he played with Messi, right? Mm-hmm. And they only won, I think, a couple titles, not, but like with the team that they had, they could have won more. But anyways, I feel like Mbappe he needs to grow. You know, like that kid that we're talking about earlier in the basketball, right? He needs to grow too.
I wouldn't compare them yet.
No, I know,
Mbappe has done way too much to compare them.
I mean, he
World Cup.
Yeah.
What was the other stuff he's won? Like,
I mean,
all kinds of awards.
Whenever he was doing
titles.
Whenever he played against Messi in the World Cup, I mean, he did have a hat trick. You know, 3 goals in the final. You know, so he literally carried his team. So
almost back to back.
Yeah, he almost won, and he's barely what 24.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you can't compare them.
I can see that point. All right,
not even close.
Backtrack on that. Yeah. But yeah, man, it'll be crazy to see where he goes, Mbappe. I know one of the biggest favorites to buy him is Real Madrid. You know, and Real Madrid is one of what is
big club. Do you buy into the whole thing that's happening right now, where they're saying all the great European players are just leaving, going to like Saudi Arabia, like Ronaldo?
Is that because of Ronaldo?
And the one I know you're going to be talking about here in a second just came to the U.S., so I'll let you talk about that one. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Saudi League. It's too early to tell. But I mean, just because you have all these great stars going there doesn't make it a competitive league. You know, like.
I get that.
You know, it's just you have great stars. I mean, you can say the same thing about the MLS, right? You got great stars coming here, but you can't compare it to like the Champions League. You know, you can't compare it. It's like as if you're trying to compare, you know, like the NBA to like another league. You know,
they're bringing in these top tier talents to begin to make the leagues more of that caliber.
Well, I mean,
like it has to start somewhere, right?
I mean, but like it's because all these stars that are going there, like Ronaldo, right? He's not at his best. You know, his best was whenever he was younger. And when he was playing in Europe, you know, we don't know Ronaldo because he was playing in the Saudi League, you know, like he grew up playing, you know, in the Champions League, which is a better competition, you know, because and if you think about it, the Saudi League has a bunch of money, you know, because whatever they do, I don't know what their economic stuff is, you know, terrorism, but
whoa, it's oil.
Okay, oil. So we don't know. Jeez. We might have to edit that one out. But like I said, they have all kinds of money, but they don't grow players. You know, the players that grow up in that league are the ones that make it. You can't just bring players to there and then make it go like that. You know what I'm trying to say? It has to be done like domestically. Is what I'm trying to say.
If that's the case,
to make it competitive,
there would be no new leagues, because where are you going to get the talent to start with? If you don't have some kind of infusion of talent that's going to help bring up the others around it that is local, how are you ever going to have anything grow like that?
Well, I mean,
why up until now the Saudi League basically has been nothing?
Yeah.
Right? But now that he's there, it's starting to become something. I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it from the outside.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess you got a point.
I never
But
contemplated it, heard about it, or anything. Even until the World Cup, I didn't even know they had soccer leagues there.
But okay, but think about it. How sad is it that you need a star player to make your league known? You know what I'm trying to say?
But what other way is there?
To make it competitive.
No, they could be as competitive as you can be. But if you don't have the drawing power to bring the audience to watch you, you're never going to grow, because you're not going to have the revenue to grow and bring in more talent, bring in better facilities and teams and everything.
Okay. Now let me ask you this though. Okay, so you're saying that, right? Bringing players from other areas. Right?
I'm just saying that's just one part.
Okay,
that's
just that one
start.
part. But what I'm trying to get at is like the European league or any league at all, right? So like the league there in Europe, right? Their players, they're from there, you know, they're from Portugal, they're from around that area.
Yeah, you also take into consideration where the sport originated and where most of obviously wherever that sport starts is going to be the epicenter of where typically the best players are going to come from and radiate out from there.
Yeah.
So basically, like, the places that are farther away, you know, Asian countries, America, the U.S., you know, like, they are just now picking up into soccer like that. Like, it's even just now in the U.S., it's just starting to pick up some steam. Why? Because Messi's here. Why? Because we just picked up a new player for our national team.
Yeah.
No, because these things are happening, it's bringing a little bit more attention. I'm not saying it may be more competitive, because all you're looking at it from is a competitive enjoyment of soccer standpoint. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But moving their league forward, progressing, you have to bring in big stuff like that. Otherwise, you're not going to progress whatsoever. You have the most competitive league, but it could basically be a rec league if you're not going to have any fans watching events. Then you're not a professional league.
All right, so now let me ask you this. Okay, we're talking about football, right, or soccer, right? Now, the NFL, right? How do you think if the U.S. would want football to be like a great sport overall, how do you think they would do that, or what do you think it would look like for the world to actually start playing football? Kind of
they've started that.
Kind of what I'm saying.
They have teams like now in England. Mm-hmm. The NFL plays games over there. They go and play games in different places to bring their game to other countries. Like that's how you start. Like you can't just throw somebody a ball in some remote country and say, "Oh, here's a sport." No, you show them what the professionals are like, the biggest and the best.
Yeah.
You show them where they need to be. That's what you do. Now work hard to get there. Like it's not just black and white. One thing you do to grow a league, a sport, or anything.
Yeah.
There's so many different little facets that you would have to touch into to make a successful league. But that's why these sports leagues are successful as they are. Like the NBA, they have the league here. They have
which other basketball leagues are like competitive like the ones in the U.S.?
Well, okay. Let me finish this part first.
All right,
the NBA first, they have a global outreach. Yeah. They have programs on countries all over the place. NBA Carousel, like all over. They play games in Canada, European countries.
And then some of the best players are from Europe, right? This year, what's his name? That one guy that played for the ones that win the championship,
the Finals MVP.
Who was he?
Yeah,
there you go.
He's from Serbia. The MVP for the whole season this year is Embiid. He's from Africa.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
It's like. Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
Talent is global now.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that always, but now since they've broadened, since they're able to put it out more, there's a lot more talent coming from overseas. Mm-hmm. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah.
It's the same way. Just now, right? Soccer is starting to get actual traction in the U.S. Yeah. In the next 5-10 years, you're gonna see the best players in the world probably coming from the U.S.
That's
because most of the best athletes come from here, and if you put this sport in front of them, there are going to be people who go play and dominate that. I'm telling you now.
I mean, and we have had this conversation before when we're like, football players being soccer players. Like, if the U.S. wanted to,
any of our athletes that any
a lot basketball,
of our sports just have crazy athletes. You get them all together. Put them in a specific sport and train them for that sport.
Yeah.
Yes, we would straight up tear up everybody else.
And I feel like we would dominate soccer or.
I get there's a lot of finesse and technique and whatnot, but you can teach technique.
Yeah, man.
You can't teach athleticism.
I mean, we're not there yet, but I know, like how you just mentioned, because of Messi coming to the U.S.
It's how many little kids now are going to be like, I want to play soccer because of Messi.
Because of Messi, bro.
But they never knew who he was before now.
Yeah, man.
Because now you can see him. I think they broadcast all the games on like Apple TV and all that stuff. You can watch it so easily now that you're going to get so many more people interested.
So in your perspective, in your moonlit perspective, do you think Messi... Because Messi coming to MLS, there's gonna be more eyes on the MLS. Do you think that's logical to say, or you
there's
think
gonna be more eyes? Yeah, of course. There already is. There's probably they probably have 10 times more viewership than they did 6 months ago.
Bro,
minimum because here's a good way to show this, I guess. Would be look at the ticket prices for the
Miami games. Dude, that's
before
crazy,
he went there. I think
man.
you could get them for less than $10 or something.
Yeah, because it was.
And then now they're $600-$700 for the cheapest ones.
Yeah, bro.
That's like 1,000%.
And it's funny because so before Messi came here, he was playing in a team called PSG. They play in France, in the French league. And so it was funny because before he moved to France, he was playing in a team in Spain called Barcelona. And Barcelona, and you're stupid. And so it was funny because even the social media thing has a little bit to do with it, because whenever he was playing with Barcelona, right? Because everyone likes Messi, right? The people from Argentina, people, he's a world name, just like Ronaldo, right? Everyone has Ronaldo as well, but Messi, whenever he went to PSG, everyone started following PSG's Instagram account, right? And then so whenever he left PSG, like
everybody's following.
Yeah, no, like, and it's funny because you see in the comments. All right, not time to leave this page. Let's go follow Inter Miami. And then no, it was funny because one of the questions was like, because in Italy, there's two teams called Inter Milan and AC Milan, right? And so some people was like, okay, we had to learn about Inter Miami, but what's up with AC Miami? How come there's not an AC Miami? You know, because they're like, they thought because of Spain, because Italy has Inter Milan and AC Milan, they're like, okay, well, where's AC Miami? You know,
it's soccer's not that big, bro.
not in the U.S. yet. You know, not in the U.S. You barely. And the team that he just joined, it's called they're Inter Miami. They've been in the league for like, I think no more than 5 years for sure. So and then David Beckham, he owns a little bit about it, and so they actually played the first game on.
When was that? Was that Friday or Thursday?
It was on Saturday. Yeah, wait, Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. No, it was Friday. Friday. It was Friday. He played his first game. He made his debut with the team. They were playing this team from Mexico called Cruz Azul, and it's called the Leagues Cup. It's kind of like a summer league, but it has the Mexican teams and the U.S. teams, and so it was a good game. I mean, the first half he didn't play, and then it's crazy, bro. Just everyone, Messi, man, you know, like just like going crazy, bro. Like just for him. And
just imagine if he didn't play that game or something.
Dude, I'd be so upset. Nah, bro. But he was guaranteed minutes, and he made a difference, bro. Like that team.
Oh yeah, he made a difference.
Dude,
obviously,
he scored.
I mean, everybody's seen the news by now, but
dude,
he scored the winning
goal, bro. It was 1-1. And this boy comes in, just does his goal thing, you know, just scores a free kick. And then it was funny because we were actually talking about this earlier whenever we saw that one guy, Speed, what's his name? That TikToker, whatever his name is. So he was actually wearing a Ronaldo jersey. and then whenever he saw that free kick, he was all, if Messi scores this, I'm going to be a Messi fan. While he's wearing a Ronaldo jersey, you know? Yeah. And then he scores it, he takes off his freaking jersey, and then he has the Inter Miami jersey. He starts going crazy, bro.
That's basically
just funny. That's everyone right now.
I'm a Messi fan.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, what's crazy is how many people went to that game, like celebrities and
dude,
stuff.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You said Beckham was there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, LeBron was there.
LeBron James,
Serena Williams was there. Bro, there were so many people.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch
Thompson,
of people.
Becky G, that girl, the singer.
Becky G?
Kim Kardashian was there. She better stay away from Messi. I'll
hey,
tell
man,
you that
yeah,
much.
man. Hey,
we don't want no Kardashian
bro,
curse.
We don't need no curse in that, man. Dude, I feel like they gotta leave Messi. I mean,
leave Messi alone.
Yes, please leave him alone. Let him do his goat thing, and bro, like he's gonna change that team because they're in the overall MLS league. That team is in like bottom of the table right now. So
they just won. Yeah,
no, well that was for the summer league, you know, and not the overall league yet. So whenever the official league starts, he's gonna make some difference. So hopefully we'll see him more. I think he's gonna be here for 2 years. I mean, that's pretty much for that. The World Cup the Women's World Cup is going on too.
Yeah. So the U.S. women's team, they're like the goats. Like they are the best of all time, right? Because they're going for the 3-peat right now.
Dude, the U.S. women's team, bro. I feel like that's what would happen if the U.S.
took it seriously.
Yeah, if they took it seriously, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Look
at how dominant the U.S. women's team is against the entire rest of the world.
Yeah, bro, rest of the world, right? But if the men, if we were to take it seriously, the men, I'm pretty sure
it'd be a lot closer to that than what they are now.
We'd have we would have like 10 World Cups back to back if it was. Dude. If it came down to it, you know.
So and they just played the other day, right? And they beat.
Who did they play?
They played Vietnam.
Dude, I haven't watched any of the games.
They beat them 3-0.
Holy shit!
On their way to their 3-peat. If they could pull this off, the first team ever to pull off the 3-peat
in the World Cup.
I think any World Cup.
In the World Cup, yeah. In the
Men
World Cup.
or women.
Yeah. Dude, and then we'll call it. We're officially changing to soccer. You remember?
We were talking
you
about
remember your so Corey's first World Cup experience was the 2022 Qatar World Cup, and that's whenever
So what we started watching was the first one we watched was U.S. and And
no, that was like down the line, but that was when we were like, if England does not beat the U.S. in the World Cup game,
they tied.
They tied, bro. They tied.
That's why it's soccer now.
That's why we call it it's FIFA, but now it's FISA.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not
for
football.
soccer.
If they can't beat us anymore, it's not football. It's soccer. Sorry,
dude.
Sorry.
I just think it's funny when we piss people off. Whenever who was here? Oh, Jose was here.
Well, he's just Anyway,
he's too he loves soccer. He loves football a lot, So whenever we started bagging,
football stuff.
Yeah, so whenever you can imagine we were just going at it, it's FISA now. FISA.
I think he actually said that last time.
We were literally chanting FISA.
Oh, I do that still when I see him. I'm like FISA, FISA.
Yeah, but that was your first interaction with the World Cup. How did you? What did you think about?
It was cool. A lot of the games were kind of boring personally, just because they just aren't high scoring like I'm.
Yeah, like you used to.
I personally like and I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some really intense ones like.
I think towards the end.
Towards the end,
yeah, is when it starts getting
a lot harder. Like the final was obviously crazy.
Dude.
With the penalty kicks and
that final.
Yeah,
bro,
crazy.
That's like one of the best for me. That was one of the best finals in recent years. Like. In the World Cup, honestly, or any soccer or football moment for me. So it was cool that you got to experience that because you got to see the GOAT, Messi playing the other GOAT, Mbappe, for the World Cup, and it was a pretty crazy intense. My dad, me and him were like, because he doesn't want Messi to win, so we were on the phone, just
too late.
we were on the phone talking and whenever France would score, he'd be calling me and then whenever Argentina score, I called him like we're down, and then obviously when then the final, whenever Argentina took it, shout out to Messi, I just called him and just like the goal all time, what happened to Ronaldo, because he likes Ronaldo too, and then I'm just like, what's up with Ronaldo? Where's his World Cup? He's never gonna get one more, and so I mean it was a crazy final, and
Nice.
Corey, you've been watching soccer a little bit more lately. Sorry for that. I know.
A little bit more.
I know sometimes it's a bit boring. Like you said, there are some games that are boring, but
I mean, yeah. I also started watching a bunch of soccer anime, so that also was. It just kind of was like, oh, I'll watch a little bit. I know what I'm watching now, at least. So. But
dude, so you know how we started introducing you to soccer. Would you ever go watch a soccer game live?
I've watched one live. Yeah.
So what live games, like which live sports have you seen, like games?
Which have I seen? Like you're talking about like professional league?
Yeah. Like have you gone to an NFL game?
We've gone to NBA game. We've gone to MLB game, baseball. I know a lot of baseball games.
You've been to a lot of baseball games?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anytime we go to Denver, we would go watch the Rockies play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen the Spurs play.
Uh-huh.
We went to watch. That's a funny story. Actually, we went to San Antonio.
Yeah.
It was a couple of years back, I think. Now, we went to watch the Spurs and Lakers game. Right.
Oh shit.
All my friends are like diehard LeBron fans. Like any team he goes to, they'll follow. Basically, like all the Messi fans.
So they be dick riding hard.
Yeah.
Is D one of those?
Yeah. Our friend B, he is a straight up LeBron lover. So we went all the way to San Antonio, basically to watch this game. And we get there, it's gonna be a good time. We're just chilling.
Did LeBron play?
Pre-game, he's playing, shooting around. We get to the game, LeBron's sitting out, or it was like 5 minutes before the game. LeBron's sitting out. We're like, no, you're lying, bro.
You didn't get to see his husband play.
They didn't get to see their boyfriend play.
Oh, poor guys.
It worked out. That was when Russell Westbrook was playing the Lakers. He's one of my favorite players. I got to see him play. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it worked out for me.
B's heart was broken.
It
was he sad, bro?
They were very upset.
Oh,
yeah.
I wish I would have been there.
Dude, we went there for that. So yeah, they were upset.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, B. Anyways, but I haven't been to any professional like games at all.
Well, we're gonna plan on going to I don't know if this is like professional. We're gonna go watch a game when we go to Albuquerque next, like semi-pro. I guess.
Oh, is there gonna be a game whenever we go?
I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, But I think we'd been talking about going to like a professional game too, like a
Yeah,
soccer game.
that'd be dope.
New Mexico, not super far from like the closest, like I think it's Austin, maybe the
Yeah.
Austin FC. We could go watch a game somewhere, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go watch a football game, basketball game. I wouldn't like.
You know what?
I wouldn't like to watch a baseball game though.
I forgot. We used to go to the Suns games a lot too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we used to go once a year for spring break. We go watch a Suns game.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot about that.
I think it'd be cool to go to Vegas and watch the Rangers play in that fucking crazy stadium.
Yeah, Vegas.
I feel like that'd be pretty cool to do.
Well, you can go there and watch hockey too with the.
Oh shit.
What are they called? The Beasts.
I didn't even know Vegas had a hockey team.
Yeah. And then they also have a WNBA team.
Oh, what league
they've
is
been
that?
talking about an NBA team, but
Las Vegas.
yeah, they've been talking about.
I don't see why not.
Expansion. This is what I've heard. This is rumor, but what I heard was that potentially when LeBron retires, that he would be offered to put a team in Vegas.
Oh shoot!
Like he would be the owner.
Well, it's crazy because that's the same thing that happened to Messi whenever they offered him his contract.
Yeah, except they threw that in his contract that they were going to offer Messi that. This is just rumor that they like if he were to retire, they'd be like, hey, he's been showing that interest in ownership in a team like for the last few years. He's been saying that.
Yeah.
Like he already has ownership in some, I think a baseball team, soccer team.
Doesn't he own a soccer team too?
Yeah.
I think he has owned a soccer team.
Yeah, he owns some sports teams. So
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. You know who else? I don't know. There's been a bunch of NBA play old ones and retired ones like buying parts of teams or like whole team. Like Magic Johnson owns like the Dodgers.
Wait, doesn't Ryan Reynolds own a soccer team?
Ryan Reynolds, Wrexham.
Yeah, there's a documentary about that on Netflix.
Yeah. Was it Hulu? The Wrexham FC?
I think so. Yeah, I need to watch that, bro. That sounds interesting. Magic Johnson owns a basketball. He owns the Dodgers.
The Dodgers baseball team.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and oh my God, dude, there's a bunch. I think if I remember correctly, Dwayne Wade is the part owner of the Utah Jazz now at the basketball team. He's part ownership in that. Like there's just a bunch that are just starting to get into ownership. I'm like, it's kind of cool,
bro. If Messi,
well, I mean MJ obviously he owns the Hornets still.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
I think he was gonna sell that, or was he wasn't get rid of his ownership?
They've been floating around that he's been looking at maybe selling or something. But I mean, he still owns it.
All right. Let me ask you this: basketball. Who's the GOAT from basketball from the NBA?
Just like of all time.
Who's your favorite?
My opinion?
All time is LeBron.
Probably not.
Or you know how they had that LeBron and MJ debate? Like that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Like,
yeah. Okay. If you just want me to pick between the two.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I guess I'd have to probably do LeBron at this point, just off longevity.
Really?
Not for the PP writing reasons that all my friends do, but like obviously number one in points overall and in the playoffs. He's gonna finish top 10 in probably assists and rebounds. I mean, you know, right now he has 4 championships, a couple MVPs. I mean, there's a lot he hasn't done. So he's been playing for 20 years. I mean,
and he has an amazing hairline. So
yeah, I mean that came back somehow. So I mean, Rogaine from him must be working real good for him. But yeah, so at this point,
he could land a fucking plane on his ear like
At this point, he may be the greatest of all time. But also
for basketball, right?
For basketball, but also, like consider this: back 50 years ago, the basketball players and their talent and techniques were dog water compared to like the ones from 20 years ago, right? In the early 2000s, they're completely different. And those ones compared to the players right now, athleticism, skills, like it's just night and day. And I don't think people take that into consideration enough either when you're comparing somebody that played in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, and then LeBron, he's still currently playing. I mean, they're not super far away from each other, but they're far enough where, like, LeBron literally, he's 6'8", like, he has every skill that you would ever need. Shooting, he can shoot now. He was, like, the most physically strongest, could take you to the basket. Like,
but now
he
flops,
had
bro.
everything.
Now he flops.
He's just, like, the prototypical, like, that's, like, the guy, the GOAT, right? But that's how all these players are now. They can all shoot. They can all take it in. They all have these little things. Now who's gonna basically?
They can all take it in.
Whoever has the next part that's gonna stand out. Like that's gonna be that's the next star. Whoever has like that little thing that's just different from other people. Because right now, you see how close the league is. We had Miami an 8 seed make it all the way to the NBA Finals this year.
That's true.
That's how close all this shit is right now. Because the skills gap is closed considerably. I think.
Well, in that debate, I'd probably just go for MJ, just because I want to piss B off.
Not to get completely out track.
Just because I want to piss B off, and I'd probably go for MJ in that debate. Just because.
I mean, he did win 6.
I mean, it's just like, I guess the nostalgic of, MJ and just seeing him, just like everyone knows MJ, like everyone knew who he was, just the classic logo, just him dunking, like just flying in the air, I mean, LeBron, he's old as shit, right? Just get him a walker, just retire his ass, just send him to the nursing home, right? Fix his hairline, he's done. It's good. But that brings me up to the next debate, which is the Messi and Ronaldo debate.
That one I don't really have an answer because I didn't really watch either play too much.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess I would say Messi because he won the World Cup and did a bunch of shit last year.
I mean, if I had Jose on here, he'd probably be me some like mad stats about Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, he'd be better for you.
And just like
the stats
so,
to have a debate on that.
Yeah, he'd be like beat Dick Reddy, for LeBron. But he beat Dick Reddy and Ronaldo. But I'm gonna Dick Red Messi. I don't give a fuck. No, fuck it. Messi's the GOAT for me in soccer. That's World Cup now. That's the only thing that he was missing. He's won a lot of international trophies. He's won many Ballon d'Ors, which is like one of the top like a player, the top player awards that you can get from around the world. He's won World Cup clubs. He's won Champions Leagues. Just you can name it. He's won it. People say Ronaldo is the GOAT as well too. He has more Champions League than Messi. That's the only thing and he has more Champions League goals. He doesn't have a World Cup. I think he won a European title, which is international team, but he's still missing the World Cup. The World Cup is like, if you don't have one, you're donezo's. There's no debate. You don't even come to debate. And I feel like, and I know it shouldn't be like that, but it's like it's the World Cup. It has so much meaning to soccer that if you don't have a World Cup, then what are you doing with your life?
Yeah. I get that.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like all right. I think the next debate is gonna be Mbappe and Erling Haaland. Mbappe really has a World Cup, Haaland he has.
He plays for a really small country.
I think it's like Norway.
Be able to win a World Cup.
I mean, anything's possible in soccer, as long as you work together and you can do it. Anyone can win a World Cup.
That's just what I heard.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough for him. You have a point at this stage, But if you don't have a World Cup, sorry, bro, you can't. You're no longer a GOAT. And since he's older now, Ronaldo, there's no way he can get. Unless he's like a coach or something. I don't know another way he can win a World Cup just sitting on the bench, for the next upcoming World Cup. Dude, the next World Cup's gonna be in the U.S. 2026.
Sure, yeah.
Dude, we have to go to those games, man. Imagine how many girls are gonna be there. Oh, if I'm not married yet, dude, so many international girls.
Anyway, we're talking about sports.
I know, bro, but because the World Cup is a party, bro. It's like, it's literally a party, and then you just watch soccer games,
I already said it. We're gonna go. I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be on my bucket list. World Cup.
Oh, it's gonna happen. So.
It's gonna happen. All right, man.
Talking about weird stuff.
Weird stuff. Oh, dude. We were talking. It was funny because we were talking about today's stuff, and then something just came into my mind, bro. Like, what about the weird sports that we've heard? So we made a top list. I think you found 5 and I found 5.
Yeah, found a few.
You found a few weird sports?
You know, just
go ahead and jump right in, Court.
We'll just tell you about them.
Go ahead.
A little bit.
So,
we heard about them.
So I think we'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
You'll say yours, and then I'll say mine. Go ahead.
Well, the first one I was checking out, cheese rolling, which, fair enough, it is very weird, but some of you may have heard about this. So basically, Gloucester, England, is where this takes place. They estimate this started around the 15th century. They don't actually know. But basically, the whole thing is they roll a cheese down this super steep hill. It's like 70 to 80% incline.
Wait, is it kind of like those
like the big roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they'll roll that thing, and then everybody else starts just running, taking off down after, because it's the first one to get down to get it wins it, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. But then, nobody makes it down running. So they just tumble. There's so many people that get hurt, injured every year. I don't even know why we do this. We just do this.
I would not.
It's funny.
Nah.
We were talking about this, but I actually watched something. It was like a documentary about this sport the other day.
Yeah.
And the last few years, the winner was this. It was like this little 19, 20-year-old girl. She won like back to back or like almost.
She won back to back.
Yeah.
Give that girl some cheese.
She had like broken her collarbone
and
stuff.
Fuck no, bro.
She's like, dude, like. Didn't even care about it. She just ragdolled herself down the hill to win.
Oh, goodness.
Like, just crazy.
Hey, bro, whatever it takes to get the cheese, you got to do it, bro.
Yeah, but they say that cheese can roll down the hill up to 70 miles an hour.
Dude, cheese...
Could you imagine taking that cheese just
rolling
down the hill into
There's no way I'm chasing cheese. Dude, I'm lactose intolerant, so that's not a sport for me, you know?
Yeah, so that's cheese roll.
I can't get in. I mean, dude, isn't there like another sport where they use like those, I don't know if it's a sport, but like where they ride those cars, like those small cars, and then they just like go down the hill?
I mean, it's like a downhill.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. That's crazy, bro. Like, if it's painful, like my thumb hurts, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna break my...
I don't think that one would be for you then.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna break my collarbone, bro. Damn, bro. It's like I got bills to pay. So mine, the one that I looked up was I think it's called chin kicking, dog.
Shin kicking?
Chin kicking. So it originated, I'm gonna look at my phone real quick, so pardon me. So it's chin kicking,
Chin or shin?
It's shin kicking.
Shin kicking?
And it originated out of England again. How weird that all these weird sports.
Those weird white folks over there got nothing better on their hands to do than make up some weird ass games.
They got nothing better to do than to ruin people's lives, you know.
to just destroy each other's bodies for a game. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, England, USA. Anyways, but dude, so it's crazy. So the way they start off is that they put a straw down their pants, and then they wear, I guess, to see who goes first. Fuck, I don't know. And then they wear a lab coat. They don't know why the fuck they wear a lab coat, but it's two competitors. They're wearing lab coats, and then the ref is wearing a lab coat, and then you just kick your chin until one of them falls down. Kind of reminds me of like Bloody Knuckles. You know, have you ever played that game in high school?
Can't say I have.
You never played Bloody Knuckles?
No.
Where you just like hit each other's knuckles until it bleeds or the other one gives up?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I did dumb stuff like that.
I think that's like a Deming thing.
Okay.
That makes sense, right? Now,
I mean, I know what it is.
But imagine, bro, getting kicked in the chin. Like yesterday, what happened? I had my chin on the board, on the cornhole board. Remember? That shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. There's no way I'm playing that sport either. So
I don't think you're good for any contact sports, my guy.
Chin kicking is not for me.
Chin kicking.
Alright. I wear a chin guard for soccer, so
chin guard.
I wear a chin guard for my chins. My chinny chin.
The next one I found was called, I think it's Bossa Ball.
Bossa Ball.
This started in Spain in the early 2000s, around like 2005. Basically, it's like a combination of volleyball, soccer, and like gymnastics all in one.
Yeah.
So basically, they have an inflatable court, and it has a net in the middle. And on each side, they have a trampoline as well. So basically, they're bouncing up in the air, hitting the ball back. That's the volleyball part, and they can kick it. That's like the
dude. That's
soccer
crazy,
part.
bro.
The trampoline is like the gymnastics, right?
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like putting it all together, and then it was in Spain, but the person who made this was like into like the Brazilian capoeira and stuff like that. So that's part of it too, like with the movements and like how they're able to do stuff like that. Like I think they said that bossa in Brazilian means like style. So there's like it's basically style ball. Like they're doing shit like flips and whatever, and just getting it backward in the most like stylish way possible.
So then you get 10 points if you do like something super cool, like a super duper backflip, and then just like
hit it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they get like 30 more points.
30 more points for doing
it
cooler
while doing a 360 backflip.
Dude, that makes sense. So that's why I've been working on my backflips, bro. So that way, whenever I'm ready to do some, what's the sport called?
Bossa ball.
Some bossa ball. I think I'll be ready to do a backflip and just fucking kick the fuck out of the ball, someone's face. But that reminds me, there used to be a sport where it was like basketball on a trampoline too, right? Something like that. Do you remember that when there was like a court and then
I mean they still have that.
I think there was like something has like a trampoline.
I don't know what they call it specifically, trampoline ball or whatever. But
trampoline ball.
No, they still have.
Yeah.
They still have that going on.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Once in a while. Slam ball.
I think
it's called
slam ball.
Yeah.
So my second pick when I was scrolling through the Googles. It's toe wrestling. You know, you might have heard this earlier.
The foreshadowing. Back.
Oh, good job.
Here it is.
So it's called toe wrestling. Do you want to take a guess where it originated? Just take a wild guess.
The UK.
It was in the UK. What the
Those
fuck?
weird people over there.
You fucking weird schmucks. You guys talk weird and do weird shit. I don't know, man.
What's
so anyways.
That was mate.
Hey,
that was
mate.
kind of Australia.
Was that in Australia? That was in Australia.
That was not to go. That was not to be offensive to any Australians. We just hate.
Sir, are we calling you about your current journalist? Just kidding.
Keep going.
But it's crazy because it started in England. They first played in 1974. I wonder how that started. Hey mates, you want to play? I bet you my toe is better than yours at wrestling. Do you want to?
Probably some dudes in a bar. Drinking.
I bet you.
I bet you I could out wrestle you with my toe.
How that started.
I bet you that's how it started, probably.
Oh, hey Corey, you want to hold my toe?
I'm so much better and stronger than you. I can take you down with my toe.
My pinky toe is stronger than your pinky toe. Yes, bro. Anyways, right? So the objective is to pin each other's toe. There's obviously a 10-minute count, and then you switch your feet. You know, so if you win with your right foot, you know, then you put your left foot in, and then you shake it all around, and then you do the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around, and that's how you win, bro. Anyways, that's not really how you win, but that was my team, toe wrestling. All right,
I'm so glad we're done with that now.
I'm not gonna say too much about it, but go ahead.
So now that we're done with that stuff, I found that they actually have done competitive sleeping, and from what I've researched, this actually originated in the U.S. and California back in '98, but they actually had a competition in Spain in 2010. Some say that this was just used as a marketing ploy because the company that started the league here in the U.S. was just a sleep manufacturer. You know, like they make all the beds and pillows, they make all that stuff. So they're the ones that started. So they're like, oh, is this just basically like a marketing ploy? There have been real competitions. So that real competition, what they had to do to win was in a fully crowded mall, go in the middle, in the like the middle, what they call it, like food court, whatever you want to call it, and they had to full on take a nap for 20 minutes, and the first person to do that was the winner. Dude,
I'm definitely sign me up for that one. You know,
right? Like I feel like any of us could do that one.
I mean, don't sign me up for the chin kicking or the toe wrestling, but the competitive sleeping. That's one that I probably would. I'd call me the world champion right now. Give me
I really wanted to put one out there that I thought you might be able to do because equal opportunity sports over here.
Dude, I can't do the toe wrestling. I mean, the competitive sleeping, bro, would be for me. I mean, I'd win that one 100%. You know, I mean, did it count dreams? How many points you get for your dreams? If you have a weird dream or not?
I don't think there was enough of a
detail on that.
There wasn't at first. There wasn't enough details. There also wasn't enough of a need for more competitions that I could find so far. So I'd have to get back to you on that one as to how they're scoring this because I only found the one.
Don't sleep on the competition.
You better sleep on them if you want to win.
This is my next sport that I found. I'm sorry. It's just I got the giggles now. The next word that I found was chess boxing, and I was looking over at the Google search that I just looked at right now, and so while you're doing your whole spill on the sleep stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But it's basically so they're playing chess in the ring, right? And it says the objective is to punch your opponent, so that way they don't have the ability to think on their next move. So you can like literally just like punch your opponent while
they just take turns. They get a punch per round.
Yeah, so that you can just so that they don't know what they're gonna do next. So if you love chess and you like boxing, you know. Oh,
I can't see that there are that many people that have that weird crossover.
I mean,
I love this intellectual game and also beating the crap out of people.
Dude, like I just wonder how all these sports started. Like they're playing chess and then
it's how did everything start? You just have some weirdo that wants something super oddly specific for them, and then other people just catch on to it.
All right, let me ask you: do you think where do you think it originated from? It's a current trend now that we're seeing here. It's a current trend.
Probably in the U.S. They're dumb.
In the U.K.
Oh, was it again in the UK?
It was in the UK, bro.
I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt.
No,
like the US did some dumb stuff like that.
So do your English accent and then just like talk about how.
Hello, you dumb Brits. Why the hell are you beating each other while you're trying to play some chess? I just don't get it.
I don't get it, bro. I just don't. They're probably playing chess and he got mad because he was winning him. He's like.
He's hit him one time. He said, like, "That's part of the game now. Part of the
game. These are new rules. These are the rules.
Hold on, we take turns. Don't just hit me."
Bro. So that was my third one. Yeah, my third one.
Okay. Well, I saw this one. I heard of this next one before, but I didn't. I don't know. It's not something you think of off the top of your head when you think of sports. But this is giant pumpkin kayaking. And this originated in Canada, specifically in Nova Scotia, and this is around like 1999. So basically, they'll have these massive pumpkins. When I say massive, they're talking on the scale of like close to like 1,000 pounds for a pumpkin. So they have to go in, carve all these things out completely. Yeah. Then they have to take these forklifts and make sure they're buoyant to make sure that they can race with them. So then everybody that has the pumpkin and wants to race. They go and just start paddling and have a race on this lake. What? Hold on. Forgive me if I say this wrong. Pestaquid?
I feel like that was pretty great. Pestaquid? I think that was pretty...
In Canada, Windsor, Nova Scotia.
Ooh, so fancy.
Yeah.
But that's where the fires are.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe they won't have this anymore, but... So, this started... Oh, did I say 1999? I'm sorry. It's 1999. It hasn't been around for super long since, what are we, 24 years now? For almost 25 years? Yeah. But I've seen this race on TV.
No.
Yeah. So, I swear, I was living with my parents. I remember it vividly. I was watching it on TV and saw pumpkin race. Yeah. But... I mean, they're probably yay big or, huge. Just, I don't even, first, like, is there one grower that is just supplying all these pumpkins to these people? Or are they all growing their individual pumpkins for this event? Like, and how hard would it be to grow 1,000-pound pumpkin? Dude, like, that's ridiculous.
I don't know, bro. Like, I can really grow, like, myself, I don't know about a pumpkin.
He's a shower, not
I'm
a grower.
Fucking, like, what'd you say? You dumbass. But dude, I wonder. Like this, it goes back to my question is the same. How the fuck did they start this shit? Bro, like, I'm gonna get him pumpkin. I'm gonna start kayaking. I bet you.
No, exactly.
I can do it faster than
somebody was just like, look at this big pumpkin I grew up. I should carve it out and see if it floats. Let me see if I can use this as a boat. Like that's how it started. And he's like, yo, we can do this. Let's all do this and make it a race.
I can't, bro. I think this would be like the great. I like this shit. You're done with yours?
Yeah, no, that's basically it for that one.
So, my next one is a wife. What's it called? I think it's called.
It's wife carrying.
Yeah, wife.
I've heard of that.
Wife carrying race, bro. I mean, sadly, I can't partake in this one because
basically, like, you have your wife stand in front of you, and you like like go between her legs and like pick her up like almost like a backpack. And then you'll run through the obstacle course. I've seen like they'll have to like go through like mud and water and shit, bro, like crawling. And,
dude,
it looks really funny. You just have them like drag behind you.
And you know, I was just reading on it, and it said so the winner gets so you get the amount of beer depending on how tall your wife is. So if you have a tall ass wife, bro, you're getting all kinds of beer. So
I'm gonna go find
so
some, like,
idea
what are they called, those like Icelandic places,
No,
those
no, no.
Nordic countries up there. I'm gonna go find a really tall woman.
Or another
up.
idea, I carry you. You dress up as a wife, and then
You're gonna carry
I win.
me.
Easy peasy, dog. I can come on. How many of y'all think I can carry Corey and fucking win this fucking wife king race, bro? Like, but first we gotta get married.
Everybody, leave your comment down below. Do you think Mike can carry me?
I think I can carry you.
My answer is no.
With my eyes closed, while doing chest boxing, while getting chin kicked, and while toe wrestling.
In a pumpkin kayak.
And a pumpkin kayak, easy dub. Nice. Everyone's dog water, $10 headset. So I'm taking the dub.
That's wife carrying, huh?
That's a wife carrying, bro. Sadly, I cannot partake in this sport because 1, I don't have a wife. 2,
it sounds like one of the only requirements.
2, I'm not married. 3,
that's the same.
I'm single. So,
okay.
So
anyway,
if any of y'all wait.
I don't want to hear this part now.
Wait. If any of y'all want any inquiries for the wife carrying contest, let me know. We'll sign up tomorrow. First, you gotta get married.
First stop courthouse, second stop wife carrying contest. So
you guys gonna go.
the last one I found is I think this is probably like the most normal sport I guess I've picked so far. Lawnmower racing.
I don't think that's normal at all.
Lawnmower racing. So this originated in 12 Mile, Indiana, 1963, during their 4th of July celebration.
It was made in the U.S.?
It was made in the U.S.
USA all the way.
They actually still have annual events there, Missouri, and New Mexico.
Let's go, New Mexico. Finally, we're good at something, bro.
They had a race in Clovis for their Curry County
in Clovis.
Fair.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they do it for their fair. That's kind of cool.
All right. Let me ask you this: Did we win? Did we win that race? Or
I think they have an association that goes around in races in different spots. So it wasn't that New Mexico has any stake in that race. They were just the location of the race.
I was about to say I'm tired of being.
That was the closest one to us and everything so far. That's why
cool.
I put that one on there. I thought it was kind of cool and local. So
nice, man. All right, so that was yours.
Lawnmower racing. People will make anything that has 4 wheels go as fast as they can and potentially hurt themselves.
Dude, that was one of the normalest ones that you.
That was like the most tame one that we've done so far.
Damn, this list, right? What a boring one. But anyways, my next one. Do you have any honorable mentions before I?
Oh sure, okay. This didn't make my list because it didn't actually become a sport this year. But in January of this year, there were people in Sweden that had submitted their proposal to have a sex tournament. And in this tournament, they would have different positions, of course, and different categories that you would participate in. What I just found out upon further research, because I had forgotten about this until we were talking about it today, was that their proposal was denied back in June, unfortunately. And so they said they will try again, but as of right now, in Sweden, this is where this took place, it is not a sport. But it is my honorable mention because I'm hoping that it will be a sport for 2024.
Hey, man, all right, that's another sport I cannot take part because...
He's a virgin.
You fucking asshole. They call me One Pump Chump Tommy. Let's go. What's up? Okay. But that was a good honorable mention. Hopefully, it does become a World Cup and we see the U.S. on top, and then they recruit me for their bench warmer or like towel like a water boy for that sport. I would be a water boy.
You'd help them warm up for their match.
Dude,
yeah, you'd be the hand warmer.
I'd be their hand warmer. I don't know. No, never mind. I'd take that back. I'm not. We're taking that back. Jeez.
It took you a minute.
Anyway.
All right. Come on.
You ass. But I would help them. I'd be more in par with the women. And just making sure I warm them up. Just a little.
Sure, buddy.
see what's going on.
Sure, buddy.
But my honorable mention, was a slap boxing. Have you seen?
Oh, I've seen those.
Have you seen those videos, bro? Like I seen stuff on TikTok where they just slap.
Bro, they look
crap
like they just rattle each other's brains.
Bro, dude, that's
gross.
I see some people just like get fucking slapped so hard they fucking pass out, bro. Slap so hard make you want to slap your mama. Take so hard make you want to slap your mama. You know, like on that barbecue. Anyways, if y'all don't know, anyways, but so my last one.
What was your last one?
No, my last one. That was my honorable mention.
My
last one is extreme ironing.
Oh, okay.
All right, so a little bit on extreme ironing. So
I get why that would need to be extreme, as normally it's very mundane.
So do you want to take a guess where it originated from?
That sounds like some crazy German stuff.
Number one on the board.
Apologies to any Germans.
Number one on the board, England.
Everything you picked was done in England for sure.
So basically, you gotta look for the most extreme, bizarre place to do your ironing. And I do know we looked up some pictures earlier, and it was like skydiving. Fucking, there's one picture where they're in the fucking blizzard, dude, in the fucking mall. They're like,
I know we were looking it up. We were looking at some earlier. I saw one. There was a guy that had an ironing board on the side of a cliff, like almost a vertical cliff, just had it wedged in there, and it was ironing as he was climbing up.
Picture this: me ironing in a wife carrying contest where they're doing chin kicking, pumpkin kayaking. I think that
I think you really have something there.
That would be a win, bro.
We would just have to differentiate whether you're saying shin or chin.
We're saying chinny chin chin.
And that would be so.
Jeez. All right. If y'all don't know, all right, my English is not that good, right? So it's between chin and shin. So
I'm sorry.
Y'all be the guess of that.
Say that one more time.
Shin. Chin.
That was better.
Which is the correct one? Shin or chin?
The first one.
Chin.
No,
chin?
I think you're just saying chin now.
All right, it's funny because remember how earlier we were talking about since my pronunciation is on that route, speaking on sports, right? But whenever I first met you, I asked you, how do you say Tucson? And then you're like,
he said Tucson. I was
Tucson.
Like, how do you, what? Like how do you say Tucson? Okay.
So, anyways, the extreme irony.
The extreme irony of this situation is that you can't even talk about the extreme ironing.
So where would you do your extreme ironing if you were to?
If I had to pick, I'm not gonna be a dick like that. I was gonna say in a submarine. I won't get into my specifics of where the submarine would be, but it's in a submarine. That's my extreme ironing.
Oh damn! So that was it for the Word of Sportsman. I felt like that was a pretty good segment. You know,
those were some nice weird sports.
Yeah,
if
man.
you guys know any other weird sports that you like or that we didn't mention,
or
throw them in the comments.
You partake,
I'd like to know about some other ones because they're weird.
Bro, another one that sorry that I bring it up again, but was Quidditch. I saw that shit too.
That's not weird. That's based off of the books. That doesn't make it weird.
And that's what a Harry Potter nerd would say. Okay.
No, it's weird that they do it in person because they're just running around with a broomstick between their legs. But the sport itself, if it was how it's supposed to be, real world, obviously it can't be. But if it were to be, it would be dope. We wouldn't be that weird. We'd be like, hell yeah, Quidditch, we're all Quidditch, man. You know what I mean? I know you would, and I would, because if that shit was real, I'd be a player, honest. I wouldn't be a fan.
I'm not playing that sport because I'm going to get splintered in my ass from the fucking broom. That's all I'm saying. Nope.
I figured you'd be used to riding the pine.
You're fucking dummy. Jeez. Okay, alright.
That has more than one meaning, by the way. Riding the pine is in on the bench, or riding the pine on the broom up your ass, or riding the...
Well, we'll let the fans decide.
But you decide which one I meant.
Yeah, you decide, whatever. Anyways. Jeez, man. You had some pretty good puns on this one, man. Hey, that's cool.
You'll get there.
So that's it for that. I don't know. Anything else we had for the sports thing?
For sports, no. I just need to start watching a little bit more.
Yeah.
I started playing, I don't know, this isn't sports, but I started playing PGA 2K on the PlayStation.
The golf?
It's a golf game. I our friends started playing and you can play multiplayer. This is my first time ever trying to play golf, like in a video game, basically. But it's pretty cool, you know. So,
bro, I don't like golf. Fucking.
I didn't really like golf either.
Outside
I like to watch golf.
You like to watch golf?
I said I don't.
Oh,
have you played golf?
I mean, only that one time when we went.
Just a little 3-par.
Where was it? Where we went?
In
was it Carlsbad?
We were in Carlsbad. And we were playing on a par 3 course.
Yeah.
So basically, on a par 3 course, they're all short. They're all short holes. So it's not the same because it's just a lot easier. Okay. Because the other ones you have like up to like a par 5 usually, and those are 500-600 yards.
So what about the long holes? If you know what I mean.
I don't know if anybody has a long hole here. It's probably you. Anyway, so golf, it's cool now. I wouldn't say I'd watch it, but I would definitely go play the game for sure. So good on you, golf.
I mean, I know a lot of our friends play golf and they just fucking get shit faced.
Our friends do play golf. It's basically just a drinking game. I won't lie. When I was playing the PGA, I was drinking too. So fair enough. But anyway, that's it for our sports episode this week.
Man. Huh? I mean, pretty soon I think we'll have a first guest after. I
think next week will be our first guest, right?
Oh,
possibly.
Okay.
Maybe you'll see. In the next few episodes, few weeks, we'll definitely start having some guests on, some friends on.
Yeah, because I have had a lot of people tell me when they want to come on, but the thing is that we gotta just talk about what we're gonna talk about with the guests here, just so that we, because we don't have it planned, but we write stuff down that we're gonna talk about. So, I mean, we'll have a few people that I know that I met at Whiskey's, a couple of friends that come from New York, am I saying that right? Couple of people from Deming, couple of our friends here that we met in cruises. So
yeah,
it'll be
whoever
cool.
we bring on, it'll be cool.
Yeah,
and we'll figure that.
And then also, if y'all have any topics that y'all want us to talk about for any episode,
definitely let us know.
Just so that we have more ideas.
Otherwise, we're just gonna keep talking about whatever we want to talk about because. We're just sitting here having a conversation.
Yeah,
so y'all want to hear us talk about something? Just let us know in the comments.
I mean, we're just here talking about under the moon, with
everything under the moon
and lit perspectives. It's not supposed to be romantic, but yeah. Anyways.
But anyway, that's probably it for this week in Moonlit Perspectives. It's Corey over here.
Mike back on the mic. See you later, psych.
We'll see y'all next time. Peace.